Going live. All right, we're live. Hey, this is Jared Walton with Tom's Hardware, except I'm doing this on my private channel. Some of you have been talking about audio glitchiness in my live streams that go on in the Wednesday show. And I noticed that and I was like, gosh, I got to figure out if there's a fix. And so I'm going to do a short video here. This is for you, Icy Hot. What's your name? I have that somewhere. uh, anyway, I'm going to try and fix that. Caveat, right now, the fix is not in place. So if you've heard choppiness in the last 30 seconds or whatever, that's why. So let me explain things. So first of all, let's go ahead and this is kind of a worst case scenario, but I have a fan in my office because it gets pretty hot during the day down here with all my PCs that you see sitting around. And this is what it sounds like with no noise cancellation active. So you can see why I would probably need that. Hopefully this sounds right. There's no choppiness when Nvidia Broadcast noise removal is not active. But conversely, you can hear the fan that's sitting on the ground next to me. Not like right next to me, but whatever. All right, so let me show, hopefully when I listen back to this, you'll hear the periodic dropouts and turn noise removal back on. I've also got room echo removal on. I don't know if that really matters much for what I do, but now here's the situation. By default, there are two processes that appear to affect the audio quality recording through Nvidia Broadcast. One is audio.dg.exe and the other is Nvidia Broadcast.exe. So the trick is, the hopeful solution is you go ahead and you set the priority of those to real time. I just did that for audio.dg. And then we set the affinity, you uncheck all processors except for one. So I've got an 8-core, 16-thread processor. I'm going to check CPU 14 out of 0 through 15. So like the last core. And so that is done. So right now, audio.dg.exe is set to real-time priority and only one CPU core. Now I will go down to Nvidia Broadcast.exe, which it doesn't use a lot of CPU time. In fact, it's showing like 1% of one core. But I'll go ahead and switch that to real time. So this is now with Nvidia Broadcast EXE in real time. And now I'll go ahead and change that affinity also to one CPU core. And just to be different, I'm going to set this to CPU 12. So a different core than Audio DG. I don't know if that will matter. Now, hopefully, if all goes well, my changes that I just made have improved the situation so there's less choppiness. And that is the fix. I will try now and go back and listen to this. I'm going to pass this along as a comment to my last video where one of our viewers was like, man, your audio is really choppy. And I listened to the replay of the video and I was like, yeah, it's bad. So it could be that I had too many tabs open in Chrome. I'm kind of a tabaholic. So like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 windows of Chrome tabs open. One of them is like my main one that has email and some other frequently referenced sites. I've got another that's like traffic for our website. And then others that are like Google Docs stuff where I'm editing things. YouTube might be open and YouTube related tabs. I often have tabs open where I'm looking at GPU prices and availability, things of that nature. So maybe it's all of those tabs. I could try shutting all of those down except for like one tab or a couple tabs that I'm using and see if that does better. But hopefully, fingers crossed, this sounds better than my last broadcast. So NVIDIA Broadcast is active. I've set the priority to a single CPU core for NVIDIA Broadcast.exe and audio.dg.exe. And I've also set their process priority to real time, the highest you can set it. And we'll see how that sounds. So if this sucks, still, that will be a learning experience and I'll try something else. But I'm going to now end this stream and listen to the playback and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.